August 4th, Wednesday. A night's passed since what went down at Yamato Shrine. I'll admit to being curious about the fallout, so I swung by the shrine during the day, but the area around it was closed off. Bet it's because they found a drowned body. Who could that be? I open the door. Yo, how's it going? Amanome stands there, smiling his usual smile. He barges right in without waiting for me to answer. I planned to stop by earlier, but things got busy, so I was held up. Did you have something you had to do? You're so careless. I had to clean up the mess from last night. Taking care of the mess. I made arrangements so the cops won't suspect us. After all, we made quite the ruckus. Plus, that security guard is missing. Oh, that's right. They managed to find the guy safe and sound. He can't seem to answer any questions, though, even when the cops press him for details. Must have been scared shitless, although it has nothing to do with me. What about Bond, the journalist? He's got pictures, doesn't he? Isn't that bad? He'll keep his mouth shut. We're still in negotiations. Besides, there's nothing in it for him if he talks. Just a thanks and a pat on the back. So in that sense, we can trust him. I don't really like how he's got us by the scruff. Makes me uneasy. That's all I have to report. How about we call it a day? This could have all been done over the phone. No reason for you to come all the way here. I thought I'd stop by while I was out on my walk. Oh, has Kakuya made contact with you yet? No, not yet. I see. Looks like the days with you wrapped around the little lady's fingers will continue. Let me know if anything happens. Later. With a wave, Amanome leaves. For once, the night ends with nothing happening. Huh? Maybe this time? Well, every time I open this I die a little inside, so technically it's effective. It's a build-at-home gym. Everything I learned was self-taught. This house phone's pretty useless since I have a cell phone. It can have a lot more. I should have put my bed on the other side. A stack of CDs Amanome recommended to me. I open the fridge and look inside. Nothing good in here. I keep a few seasoning bottles in here. I can faintly see my face reflected in the window. Something smells. Anything in the mirror? I'm afraid this is the start of a very boring video. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Amanome's been a big help. I'm more grateful than he knows. But should I keep him caught up in this? Feels like I'm taking advantage of his kindness. With those thoughts running through my mind, I go to bed. August 5th, Thursday. On my way back from the Black Rabbit, I stop in the convenience store to buy some dinner. Aunt Natsume wasn't at the bar. She must be with the police again. Hey, you there. A voice calls out from behind me. It belongs to a tall woman with sharp eyes. Going by her shoulders and forearms, she's definitely trained her body well. She'd stand a fair chance as a competitor in the underground match. Hero Light, right? Could you come with me for a second? Here's my credentials. The woman pulls out a black bifold and flips it open. It says Police Department Inspector Reina Ue under a picture of her face. Looks like she's a detective.
よろしゅう頼むで。
Thank you for your cooperation, Light. I'd like to hear about what happened to Ami. I already told your coworkers everything. Ask them. Every time I have to talk to the cops, I end up belligerent. Probably the bad influence of hanging around Yakuza's son. Of course, I looked through all the records. I must say the details are rather strange. You say the kidnapper is a girl in traditional dress. Is that true? The officer who questioned me said the same thing. I don't expect you to believe me. Come now, don't say that. We don't have any leads yet, so any information you can give us is going to help. Ami's mother comes to the station every day. We want to give her peace of mind that the investigation is moving forward, you understand? I've already told you guys everything. I'm hungry, leave me alone. I see, I guess that's it then. Here's my card. Please contact me if you remember anything else. Doesn't look like you care. You're pretty ballsy. By the way, you seem to get along well with Seiji Amanome. I'm sure I don't have to tell you why, but you should avoid hanging around with him. Shut it doesn't concern you. It's just a friendly warning. You should listen to it. I'm hearing that you've been meeting with him secretly at night. If it starts becoming an issue, I'll have to tell the juvie boys about it. If you got the time to watch us, hurry up and find Ami. Or does the police have too much time on their hands? You got me there. I'll take your advice and return to my work, if you'll excuse me. Ue's tall figure moves away. Sounds like the cops have their eye on Amanome, too. Being part of a Yakuza family is tough. Well, in his case, I'm pretty sure he brought it upon himself. This is... I didn't even hesitate. I bolt outside, following the sound of the flute. The music stops. This is the same place I met Kakuya before. Guess it's her favorite spot. A cold, damp wind blows. Good evening. The air in the underpass freezes at the same time Kakuya appears. Yet I'm dripping with sweat. You beat the Urashima woman. That's amazing. Kakuya lost, but it was so fun. Don't fuck with me. I thought of the next game already. We're playing the Kubitarou of Kintoki game. Kubitarou? Look for Kubitarou of Kintoki. If you don't play with Kakuya, you'll disappear too. And Ami will never come back. How long is this fucking game going to keep going? Well, until Kakuya wins, of course. Kakuya doesn't like losing. See you. Kakuya melts into the darkness. Damn. A new game has started. I better investigate who this Kubitarou of Kintoki is. What should I do? I know almost nothing about horror stories and the occult, so the name doesn't ring a bell. Even so, I can't bother Amanome and Hazuki with this. I don't doubt I'd get help if I asked, but I don't really want to. With what happened with the Urashima woman, it's too dangerous to get others involved. One step at a time. All I need to do is search the internet and read some occult magazines. It's late. The bookstore's already closed tonight. I'll start tomorrow. And so, the days of death following me start up again. I go home and scarf down a quick dinner. Might be wise to go to bed early, so I'm ready tomorrow. Well, there go my hopes that he was actually sitting outside the window waiting for us. It's the latest boxing theory. Everything I learned was self-taught. It's lessons from the champion. Everything I learned was self-taught. Bleh. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Kaguya's finally shown herself. Kubitarou of Kintoki. That's the next spirit I'm after. Starting tomorrow, the game is starting over. August 6th, Friday. From morning to night, I checked every single bookstore and library in Kisuji, with no luck. Not a single scrap of info on Kubitarou of Kintoki. Shit, I can't find anything! When it got late, I switched to looking online, but came up just as empty. Can't believe I'm stuck already. I'm a damn idiot. Good morning. In case you're wondering, she literally is saying good morning even though it's nighttime. Ohio means good morning. Hazuki, what are you doing here? This place has been on my walking route lately. I saw the light on, so I got curious. What are you looking up online? Ghost pictures? Or maybe something naughty? Don't make me punch you. Yo, how's it going, buddy? Did I interrupt something? Okay, I'm kind of wondering how different the game goes if you actually let the people die. Wonder if you have to let them all die to get the bad ending. That's gonna be a lot of work. You too, Amanome? Why? What else? I'm here for Miss Natsume. I thought maybe I could finally see her today. My luck's been horrible recently. As Amanome talks, he glances over at the laptop in front of me. Damn, I still have Kubitarou of Kintoki typed in the search bar. What's this Kubitarou? Oh, I know, that's the name of a spirit, right? Did you meet with Kaguya? Keeping mum, I see. You forget I know you very well. You're thinking of being the cool guy who doesn't want to get other people involved or something. I bet you're panicking because you can't find any information, though, am I right? No fair, Light. You're keeping spirit things from me. I want to know, tell me. I don't think I can avoid it at this point. I give up. I share everything I heard from Kaguya. Kubitarou of Kintoki, huh? That's one I don't know. Wait, back up. You, the mistress of all occult, don't know? Yeah, I've never heard the name before. Damn, must be really obscure. And you know, I don't know. I'm not even sure I want to know for my own sanity. But if you say Kintoki around here, it can only mean one place. Kintoki is a suburb of Kisuji Station. It's located on the other side of the railroad crossing where I picked up Hazuki a few days ago. He might know something. Hey, Maruhashi. Yes, sir. Hey, how y'all doing? Looking sharp as always, Light. Didn't know you were here. Master Seiji told me to wait outside. Man, this AC feels so good, I'm completely sweaty. Maruhashi, you grew up in Kintoki, didn't you? You ever hear the name Kubitarou of Kintoki? Maybe it's an urban legend or ghost story or something? Kubitarou of Kintoki. It could be that. You know something? Maybe a little. I heard rumors recently about some dog killings that have been going on in Kintoki. Oh, I saw that on the news. Something about a lot of dogs being killed lately. It's going on in Kintoki. The cops are investigating it already. It's bumped up patrols in the city day and night. It's a pain getting anywhere. What's this have to do with Kubitarou? There's a rumor. People are saying the one doing it is Kubitarou of Kintoki. The culprit is a spirit? I want to know more, Maru. Huh? Is that supposed to be me? Sorry. I shortened your name. It sounds round, and so are you, so... Okay. Maru is sometimes, I don't know if it's the hiragana or something for it, but the symbol for it looks like a 0, or a capital O. That's what she's referring to here. So she's shortened his name to, like, O. And then she's saying it's because it's round, so are you, yada yada. You don't like it? No, it's cool, I'm cool. Since you look like Momo. It's like Momo herself is calling me that. I don't mind. What a bittersweet feeling. What are you getting all excited for, Tubby? Hurry up and tell us about Kubitarou. Yes, sir. I'll go ahead and start. This is what I heard from my older sister who lives in Kintoki. The rumors of Kubitarou of Kintoki. Hey, have you heard about what's happening in Kintoki? Yeah, the dog killings. And this popped an achievement. I heard this from other people, but one day late at night, the neighborhood association's chairman took his dog for a walk. He usually does them before sunset, but he was so busy that day that they went out at night. He passes a transmission tower on his walk that people call Kintoki Tower. In front of it sits an old mini-shrine. The old-fashioned chairman was deeply religious, so he made a manju offering to the shrine. Manju is a type of dumpling-like dessert, if I remember correctly. But then his dog suddenly started growling. This had never happened on any of his previous walks. The chairman thought it was strange, especially since everything around him looked normal. But then the dog escalated to barking. Anxious, he urgently tried to shush it. It was late and the sound would disturb the neighbors, but the dog was barking like it lost its mind. The chairman was becoming concerned when suddenly a low voice came from behind. Have head? Have head? He was so frightened that he couldn't turn around. The whole time this was going on, the dog was barking at someone behind him, but suddenly the barking stopped. Jolted back to his senses, the chairman spun toward his dog, only to see the animal collapsed in a pool of bright red blood. And they say the dog was missing its head. The chairman escaped safe and sound, but rumors say other owners have been killed trying to protect their pets, and their heads were cut off. It's possible that it's the ghost of Kubitarou of Kintoki, a murderer who killed in Kintoki a long time ago. Man, these dumb people immediately turn into the supernatural to explain any weird thing that happens. Could just be some nutcase. Amanoe bounces back from his frozen state surprisingly quickly. Seems his experience with the Irrational Woman mellowed him a bit towards ghosts and horror. This guy, Kubitarou of Kintoki, he was a big guy who lived in Kintoki way before I was born. My granny would tell me he was a really cruel man. He cut off the heads of animals, dogs, and cows and the like, and collect them. Wow, that's awful. I wonder why. Maybe he was performing a black magic ritual? I don't know that much. Hey, Maruhashi. That rumor earlier, you said Kubitarou was a murderer, yeah? Does that mean he was also collecting human heads? Yeah, sounds like. That's what all my friends and family back in Kintoki say. Well, actually, my granny didn't bring up the part where he was a murderer that much. She'd always just talk about the animal heads. Looks like the rumor has discrepancies. Rumors are unreliable after all. It's common for there to be slight differences in the telling. Might be wise to take this one with a grain of salt, hero. I gotta follow up on it though. It's just like the Irrational Woman. Right, there are no other leads. Hey, Maru, you don't have anything else on Kubitarou. Well? Oh, that's right, I heard Kubitarou loved manjus. It's the one thing I get about him. I'm a sucker for manjus too. What you like isn't important. Guess this is all we're getting out of Maruhashi. So what are you going to do, hero? Test the rumor like I did last time with throwing a rock. I'm going to check if Kubitarou exists. Test the rumor, huh? Sure, that makes sense, but what part of the rumor were you thinking of testing? I wonder. Could be that walking a dog at night is a condition. Maybe. We can start by going to the tower. We can try other ideas after we get there. That's true. I'm down. I want to see this place for myself. I agree too. Maru, where's this Kintoki tower? Sounds like they're both planning on tagging along in this case too. Doubt I can stop them at this point. Walk through the shopping district by the station, then cross the railroad tracks. It's a straight shot from there, can't get lost. You just gotta keep an eye out. Because everything's been going down, the cops are out patrolling at night too. Damn, it'd suck if they catch us. Can you get your police friend to deal with it, Amanome? No, not right away. I don't even know who's in charge of things there. Guess it's back to sneaking. I don't really get what's going on, but you're going to look for Kubitarou, right? I know my way around Kintoki. Want me to guide you? No, we don't need you. A thug face like you walking around with us, the police wouldn't hesitate to question us. But you're going to face off against a crazy psycho who tears off dog heads. It's too dangerous. I can't stay behind while you're putting yourself in danger, sir. You have that little faith in me? Yeah, you could say that. A rookie like you who can't even collect properly shouldn't talk so big. Don't you agree, hero? You don't seem to care. Well, that's fine. Sir, you're really harsh. But he did give us information on Kubitarou. At this point, isn't he being more helpful than Amanome? Okay, yes, you did well providing us with info. You're always going on about how someone gave birth to twins or new products in stores. You're very skilled in gathering the least lucrative information, I'll give you that. Mr. Seiji! So just keep collecting info on Kubitarou. And don't do anything unnecessary, got it? Understood, leave it to me. He nods vigorously, a huge smile on his face. I feel like I'm watching a bulldog getting praised by its owner. He's practically wagging a tail. Hiro, Hazuki, sorry to keep you waiting. We should get going. We part from Maruhashi outside the bar and make our way toward Kisoji Station. Kubitarou rumors. Kaguya's gained Kubitarou of Kintoki. This a new spirit? Cop came by, Reina Ue. Dog killed in Kintoki. Did Kubitarou do it? Offer Manju, mini shrine, Kintoki tower at night, dog barks. He asks, do you have a head? Turn around, dog's head gone. Info not reliable. He also likes Manju. Well, we're here in front of the station, but I'm already seeing some pesky flies. He quirks his lip up in a small smile, and his eyes flick over to the police station. There are 2 officers visible inside. Come on, stop that. Everyone knows police and dogs bite if you make eye contact with them. That station there is actually in charge of canvassing all of Kintoki. If anything happens, they're the first responders. We should keep an eye on them. He's got a point. A lookout here would be good backup if things go south. Kintoki is through the shopping district and across the railroad crossing from here, right? We stopped near the crossing earlier, though I can't say I know much about Kintoki. Pretty sure the only thing it's famous for is Kintoki Manju. Wait, seriously? Aren't they disgusting? Word is the shopping district is really pushing sales. Anything to be famous. I'll buy you some sometime, hero. That's okay. Amanome or Hazuki, who do I take with me on the investigation?
わかった。
You stay here, Amanome. Sure, call me if anything happens. He attracts the wrong type of attention. The cops inside look busy answering the phones. I should quickly move on before I make eye contact with any of them. Kisoji Station. It's not the big city, but this place can get pretty hectic at times. I don't see anyone at the bus stop. It's a building by the station with offices and cram schools. Looks like people are still inside at this hour. Few of the rooms still have lights on. So, I think that might be it. Move towards Kintoki. Vending machine! A soft drink vending machine. Nothing looks to be sold out. Wonder if they ever need to restock. A poster advertising a sale in the shopping district. The words on the poster urge people to come. In celebration of the 16th night, the shopping district's holding our annual Izayoi sale. Big sale, huh? Guess they call the 16th night Izayoi. The back of the pillar is covered in lame graffiti. There's a discolored section. I bet they put a sign out in front of the store when they're open. Looks like a clock store that's been around a long time. Signed so weathered that it's hard to read. It's a small shrine. It's got a Jizo standing in it. Something's wrapped in front of the Jizo. The label says it's Kintoki manju. They taste god-awful, but you can't deny that they have an incredible selection of flavors. Oh, but don't take the offerings, okay? It's bad karma. Obviously. The crossing's open, finally. I noticed this last time, but this crossing stays closed a long time. Hurry, it'd suck if it closes on us before we get across. There's a flower offering by the crossing. I wonder if someone passed away here. The flowers look fresh. Must have been offered by someone recently. The crossing gate rod is scratched. There's something rubbed against it. I can hear the far-off clatter of the train. It's a beautiful condo that was built recently. I don't sense anyone moving inside. Maybe they're sleeping or they're not home yet. The trees on the side of the road are rustling in the wind. So if we wait long enough, will a train actually come? I'm thinking we may need Amanome here so we can borrow a dog. Although this black screen is starting to worry me a bit. There it goes. I hit the left bumper. I don't know why it did that, if something was going on there. There are yellow and black reflectors wrapped around the telephone pole. Closer look reveals marks that kind of look like scratches. Yep, those don't even stop someone from hitting them. It's eerily quiet. Wonder if it's because of the rumors the past few days. It's a shared garbage area for apartments. I opened the lid and dig through the trash, but there isn't anything particularly interesting. Can't examine the manhole. Okay, this 3rd and 4th Street thing is going to get me really confused. I'm calling it now. We've been walking for a while, but I haven't seen any police officers. I would have thought this place would be crawling with them. I'll admit it makes it easier for us to move around, which is a great bonus, but the residents around here must be worried. The police are useless when people need them most. You said it. What? Why are you agreeing with me? Aren't you more the disrupting the peace type like him? I wouldn't say that. Regardless, at times like these, it's reassuring to have someone like that on my side. Right then. Is someone there? A cop appears out of nowhere by the side of the parking lot. What's with this timing? The cop's smile looks rather forced. What are you doing here so late? Oh yeah, we're just... There's been a rash of dangerous, disturbing cases lately. You shouldn't wander about. I've seen the recent crime scene myself. It was gruesome. Mind if I ask you a few things? And I'd like to see some form of ID just as a precaution. Not good. My record's not exactly clean. I've been busted once before for a fight. It'll be a problem if he finds out my name. Gonna have to dodge his question somehow. A lot of people are reporting crazy supernatural things to the station for some reason. Seriously, the police aren't shamans. We don't deal with ghosts and the like. Anyway, I'd appreciate it if you cooperate. Weird. The cop's being really talkative. Maybe he doesn't like this sort of thing. Serial killer, 6 o'clock, go get him. And that's choice number 3. Hey, what's that over there? In a bid to distract him, I point to a spot far away that's too dark to see clearly. You mean the intersection? I'm not seeing anything there. No, further back, by the pole at the intersection past that. Hey, come now, you can't see that far, you shouldn't make things up. Actually, his eyesight is really good. He's the type who eats his carrots. So he may have really seen something. What was it? What did you see? You're not going to say you saw a ghost, are you? No way, there's no such thing as ghosts. Well, can you tell us what you saw? Yeah, it was the Hound of the Baskervilles. Glowing like he had phosphorus on him or something. It was a weird dog. Weird dog? Weird how? Can't say for sure as the thing ran off, but it didn't have one. Didn't have what? He gulps loudly. So right there's another mistake. A head. You mean... Are you sure the incident isn't getting to you? That's probably it, yeah. It's not possible. I'm sure you saw a regular dog. There's no freaking way there's a headless dog running around. Sounds like he's trying to convince himself. His face is paled. I think so too, but... So it's only a dog? You're just mistaken. There's no other explanation. How about we move to the station? I mean, we can't relax here, can we? There's a chance the strange dog you saw might come out again. He's pretending to be fine, but that trembling voice and pale face are a dead giveaway. Maybe if I put the scare into him some more, he won't stay focused enough to question us. But if I go too far, it might snowball into a big deal. Hold up. I fix my gaze over the cop's shoulder. Oh, what? Is there something there? He quickly spins around to look behind him. Well, I thought I saw something again. You mean over by the house with the red roof? Looks like there's something by the gate. Can't see it clearly, but you know, I think you're right. It looks like a dog. Can't quite see the head because it's behind the gate. Enough, alright. You guys are good to go. Hurry on home, okay? Don't take any detours. With his voice shaking almost as much as he is, the cop leaves us at a fast clip. That was close. Good thing the officer didn't like ghosts. That lie was so paper thin. I'm sure it helped that I played along so well. So what'd you think? Enjoy that up-close live acting performance by a popular idol? I might have fainted from joy if I was a fan. While we're joking around, I hear footsteps from behind. Did that cop come back? I cautiously turn and... Seems like there was some trouble. It's Maruhashi. He's holding a paper bag that he didn't have earlier. I eye it closely. Probably has a lot of manju in there. Oh, this? Thought you might need them, so I bought some Kintoki manju. Why are you here? Did you... I'm really sorry. I got curious, so I followed you. Please don't hurt me. If he's followed us this far, I doubt he'd turn back even if we told him to. Guide us then. This is your hometown, right? Thank you, Light. I, Maruhashi, will not fail to guide you. Speaking of, how far is this Kintoki tower place from here? You're almost there, actually. You see that transmission tower over there? I squint and look into the dim sky. There's a hazy outline of a giant metal tower. So that's it. A public fire extinguisher in a metal case. You're not going to say you're taking that with you, are you? Relax, I'm just checking it out. If only she kept her mouth shut. An address is written on the telephone pole. Kintoki, 4th District, number 12. Guess that's the address of the street. It's a shared garbage. I open the lid and look inside. The bottom is a plastic bag filled with empty glass bottles. Nothing looks useful in here. Now, if Zelda taught me anything, you can never underestimate an empty glass bottle. The steel tower appears faint so far away. Watching it stand in the dark, I'm hit with an intimidating aura that I don't feel during the day. An old well that's been closed with a concrete lid. There's a chain over the lid sealing it tight. Could be they don't want people falling in. When I shine the light at the metal wires, I can see some parts have been snipped. Wonder if someone messed around with them as a prank. An old lamppost. The light is weak. It's not enough to light up the path at night. The curved mirror is clouded by dirt and exhaust gas, and sections of paint are fading away. It's a small wooden mini-shrine. There's a sign next to it explaining its origin. This must be the old mini-shrine we heard about. What should I do? Something's written on the sign in thin letters. The thing's smudged and hard to read, but it looks like the origin of the mini-shrine is explained. It says, a sacred tree called a Kintoki cedar used to be here. The cedars were two brothers called Taro Kintoki and Jiro Kintoki. The one here was Taro. It says both brother cedars are gone now, with only this mini-shrine left. So that's why the transmission tower is called the Kintoki Tower, to cut down a sacred tree. I wonder if they realized how bad that was, so they left the mini-shrine. Everyone's afraid of the wrath of the gods. After all, they say the Kintoki cedars had some crazy-ass powers. What kind of crazy-ass powers? Doesn't something like this usually have passed down lore? Like a Grand Master defeating a dragon, a spring appearing suddenly, a miracle fixing a man's legs? My granny says, apparently the two sacred trees gave divine protection from the lightning. Ever since the trees were cut down, there have been more lightning strikes and electrical accidents. It's possible that the Kintoki cedar's divine protection came from the 5 elements. You know, since lightning falls under the wood element, this is referring to feng shui in case you're wondering, at least I think it's feng shui. The 5 elements are fire, water, wind, metal, and wood, I believe. So with the loss of the cedars, the people must have lost their ability to avoid lightning. Don't you think so, Light? Don't look at me, I know squat about these sorts of things. You're no fun. Maru, are there any other legends? I don't know anymore. When I was a squirt, they told me just to not play around here or even talk about it. They also said not to go near the well, but, well, that's common sense. The well, huh? The well is probably dry, but someone's still maintaining it. There's a small plate for placing offerings in front of the mini-shrine. May as well test out that rumor. Hey, Maruhashi. Yes, sir, what can I do for you? Hand me one of the manju you bought. Sure thing, here you go. He pulls a Kintoki manju from his paper bag and hands it to me. Once I've got it, I go to place it on the offering plate. What is this? When I look closer at the plate, there's weird things scattered around it. Whoa, something suspicious already. Do you know what it is, Light? I stick my nose close, but it doesn't smell like much of anything. It takes a bit of staring, but I finally realize what it used to be. Blood. Ah, it's a manju. The mess there is an unrecognizable remains of what had been a manju. The red bean paste inside it squirted out in an uncanny resemblance to intestines. Ah, I was expecting a supernatural phenomenon and got nothing. Well, nothing is the way I like it. The manju must have been offered by someone earlier. Maybe some kind of animal went after it? I feel like crows and mice would eat it. Probably. Focus. I place the manju on the small plate. Doesn't look like Kubitarou's coming. We all glance around, but nothing looks different. Unfortunate. Looks like this experiment was a failure. Maybe it was the walking the dog part. No, we don't know yet. It was the same with the Urashima woman. Nothing happened right after I threw the rock, but she actually... A summery, lukewarm breeze blows between the transmission tower and the nearby homes. I swear Did I just feel a gaze on me? Or was I imagining it? Something the matter, Light? Your face kind of froze there. No, it's nothing. Let's do the whole thing. Right, we should pay our respects. But... what? You're surprisingly formal about these sorts of things. Never mind. Let's pray to it. We line up next to each other and bow our heads to the mini-shrine. Nothing really feels any different, but I fulfilled my duty. Not seeing anything different. A man screams from somewhere close by. Did I just hear... Let's go. Instinct has me running before I realize it. I dash around a few corners and bolt through the alley. The cop can only let out strangled sounds. What's he staring at? What's swinging without a breeze? A headless dog hangs from a pole. What is this? How the holy... The others catch up to me only moments later, all eyes fixed on the horrific dog corpse. Hey, you, what the hell happened? Screw the guy being a cop, I demand answers from the terrified man. Axe head, can't have mine. Head. Hey, did you see Kubitarou? An axe, large man, took the head, went to the transmission tower. He screams loudly. It's like he's remembering exactly what he witnessed of Kubitarou. No doubt everyone living around here just heard that. Hero, this is bad. They're gonna call the police, we have to run. A quick nod, and I take off in a sprint toward the transmission tower. Where's Kubitarou? Quickly glancing around, every corner yields no one who looks remotely correct. Shit. It takes a while, but Hazuki and Maruhashi eventually catch up. Finally, caught up to you. Did you find Kubitarou? No, no sign of him. That's so. I have to say, I'm kinda glad he's not here. Kubitarou, he's more insane than I ever imagined. And they said that instead of than on that one. That dog, the head. It was terrible. That poor dog. This is really awful. What is it, Light? Why are you sniffing around like that? Kinda. Smells like blood. Really? I don't smell anything. I trust Hiro. His senses and reactions seem pretty well developed. It's a spot we checked earlier, but let's take a look again just in case. The police could arrive any second after that incident with the dog. We need to investigate quickly. Let's look inside. This must be the old mini-shrine. when I take a closer look at the sealed well. What's that weird smell? It's coming from behind the well. I slide my fingers over and behind the well to examine it, when suddenly I feel a slimy sensation. I'm hearing something that sounds like a children's song. A dog is whining, like it's afraid of something. Head to the Great Taro Kintoki on the 15th night. Off to the Great Taro Kintoki to make Dad feel The voice is singing rather joyfully, but the presence I feel on my skin is the icy cold touch of sadness. Head to the Great Taro Kintoki on the 15th night. I heave deep breaths over and over. My heart won't stop pounding. Hey, are you alright? Did you use your blood metry? Shit. There was blood on the back of the well and I accidentally touched it. What did you see? No idea, but I heard a song. A song? Head to the Great Taro Kintoki on the 15th night. A children's song. The lyrics went something like that. They say the Kintoki cedars were sacred, so maybe their praying custom turned into a song. Just goes to show how much the locals cherish the sacred trees. Yeah, you're right. But strangely, I don't feel entirely convinced that it's just a children's song. The emotion I picked up from touching the blood was cold and sad. That wasn't the only thing I heard. There was a dog growling. This blood must be from the dog that was killed. That means there's a dog head inside this well. I really want to check, but I don't think we have time for that right now. I'm sure the police will be here soon because of that incident earlier. If the cops find us, they'll want to question us and it'll all become a big mess. Yeah, we can check again tomorrow. Let's make ourselves scarce before the cops come. We head off at a run down the path that takes us back to the residential area. So you're back, hero. You don't look so good. What happened? I recap everything for him. The disaster that might be caused by Kubitarou, and the odd song I heard through blood metry. The longer he listens, the more his face contorts. Geez, I'm glad I stayed behind. Finding a ghost and running hither and yon on top of it is so not worth the trouble. Maybe it works for you two, but sweat and an intellectual type like me don't mix. What, you think I'm the physical labor type? Pardon me. Seems things are going down at the station. I glance over at the police station. A bunch of people have been passing through the doors. Someone must have heard the scream and called the cops. Town's gonna be crawling with cops. We can't investigate with things like this. Guess we'll have to call it for today.
Okay.
Alright. Let's meet tomorrow at the usual time and place. Now if you'll excuse me, I have plans. Sir, wait for me. Oh, that's right, Light. You can have these. Maruhashi shoves a paper bag full of Kintoki manju at me. What the? Okay, I'm off. I had to stop by the agency, so I'll get going too. Good night. They head off in separate directions, leaving me standing with a paper bag. Guess I'll head home. It's a coin-operated booth. The exact same as earlier. Something was torn off the post, must have been a flyer. Wine glass, second floor is a bar. Old-timey fire extinguisher, covered in dust. Since they dropped me off here, I thought there'd be something here for me to investigate, but I guess they're just gonna make me walk home each and every time. Jerks. Seismic retrofit, yada yada. Big crack in the shutter. Wonder who caused that. Neighborhood's going to hell. I blame the schools. The electric meter's barely moving at all. The manhole's a little rusty. Something's gotta be rotting deep in the gutter. It smells awful. Thing's got footprints on it. Must have been kicked by a drunk. My phone. No number. Someone pranking me? 7 days. Just kidding. Oh, you. Good. Hell was that? Now a text. 7 days. Still kidding. May as well open the message. From D-Man. Subject D-Mail01. One who explores the untapped world. I am D-Man. Don't be afraid. We'll start with finding new parts. The Bible we explorers all love. Then business can get underway. I sincerely hope that I can welcome you as a new comrade. Delete. The hell? D-Man? This whole thing's too elaborate for a prank. I think O-Parts was the name of some kind of weird magazine about UFOs or something. Might find it in a convenience store. D-Mail unlocked. Text from D-Man may show up sometimes. Use the hints in them to examine your surroundings. When you search your correct location, you'll gain a D card. You can check them out in the spirit file. Try and look for the first D card. Can't I just go home? It's late. Don't have anything to throw away. I have some manju that'll go pretty well in there. Banner with summer limited edition products on it. Looks like the second floor is a boutique. There are photos of featured clothing on the board. Poster for hiring part-time. Hourly wage is still horrible. I'll ask and see if they got the magazine. Drink section. Everyday necessities. New product. Palmetto cider. That's the same. Only confectionery bread. Refrigerators filled with seasonal limited edition drinking waters. Newspaper stand. Colorful sports pages. Are these supposed to be like cigarettes back there, or...? Nobody here. They in the bathroom? Oh, well, I can find out on my own. This it? There's only one copy left of the magazine I'm after on the rack. O-Parts. Is there a way I can hide this? When I open it, important notice catches my eye. Wanted to look more at these to see if we can recognize them. Anyway, bonus. Noster Rabbit Tail Charm. Recommended by Editor M. Neo-Occult Magazine O-Parts, A Door to a World You Never Knew. August edition number 99. Spirits, legends, supernatural, cryptids, aliens, conspiracies, attention, a request regarding the incidents involving spirits. You can see Hanayome on the right side, the Chewing Bride. I think she's the box art for the original game. I'm not sure. I made a comment about the CG when it actually popped up in Deathmark, but I didn't bother committing it to long-term memory. Anyway, special, the spirits will bring the prophesized, which will bring the prophesized end. Urban legends and spirits of Tokyo, the untold legend of the doll. So the one in the fat one looks like the beekeeper, Shiki something or another, or Shimio, was that his name? Can't get a good view at the one on the left. I don't know if the one on the far right is supposed to be Miss Zoo. We can't see details well enough there. But the third one is a little short to be Hanayome. And it's not dressed properly to be the doll. Anyway, important notice catches my eye. Thank you for your continued support of this magazine. It's been brought to our attention that customers have found cards inserted in every issue. Please note our company has not been including any cards either as bonuses or extras. These cards are in no way affiliated with our magazine. We ask for your understanding and cooperation in this matter. As I finish reading, I notice a strange card tucked between the pages. Is this the card they were talking about? I flip it over and see what's written on it. Spirit Memoirs 1 out of 1, or 1-1, D-Man. Congratulations on your first D card. To help you believe me, here's a little about myself. How much do you know about the urban legend of D-Man? Rumor has it, an occult magazine called Monthly Opart sometimes encloses a small item for inexplicable reasons. It's said that those cards contain info on several spirits. This information comes from D-Man. That's right, it's yours truly. What's the purpose of these cards? An extraordinary man like yourself may have already realized the secrets of the untapped world. These cards help me offer my knowledge and recruit those with potential to join me. This is by no means mandatory, as this is just fluff compared to the fate you're facing right now. But if you're interested, I'm willing to offer something related from my memoirs. To start, a story about one of my acquaintances, a Mr. K from H City. Showcase your talent to the fullest and dive into the unknown. Who could this Mr. K be? Could he be related to some sort of Cujo guy, or What's with this card? This is pretty involved for a dumb prank. And how the hell they text me? If it's a joke, it's not funny. Shouldn't even be playing along. Who in the world is this D-Man guy anyway? D-cards. You obtain a D-card. When future texts from D-Man arrive, try to use their hints to find cards. Each D-card can only be obtained immediately after the text is received. Well, I guess that gives the game a little bit of replay value. A text. I open up the message. D-mail 2. Great, you're a natural. You'll have no problems with the next one. Search the red monster that devours paper. At this location will be the appropriate analysis record. I'll be contacting you regularly from now on. Stay healthy. D-Man again. Man, this guy's persistent. I search inside the mailbox and my fingers bump into something. I lower my gaze to the writing on the card. A case revolving around the rumors of the mark from a few years ago in Tokyo's H City. It said the mark is a curse. Those with dog bite-like bruise face... With the dog bite-like bruise face a suspicious death or go missing. By the time I visited H City after the case, the rumor was very much reality. I followed the traces of several supernatural phenomena. The mark's curse is inflicted after encountering a spirit associated with H City legends, so I visited several haunted places that piqued my interest. I'll spare you the details as another memoir. Deathmark. Recorded them all. But each spot was associated with death and fear, a suicide woods, an abandoned school, etc. I ended up at a large mansion. That's where I met Kay, who I now consider a good friend. Our similar backgrounds caused us to hit it off. I heard all about the case and its conclusion from him. Mr. K highly regards my Spirit Information Network, and I promised to research 2 names for him, Liza and Leonard. What's this D-Man guy doing all this for? Whatever, I better head back. I solved D-Man's riddle, so I head home feeling pretty satisfied with myself. I haven't eaten since noon, so I check the contents of my refrigerator. I have some pork, that's still good. Maybe I'll make some stir-fry. Now that I'm full, I'm starting to feel drowsy. Tomorrow's gonna be busy, so I'm going to bed early seems like a good plan. Freaking Amanome. It's Amanome. It was his ring, that's how I knew. It's late, what do you want? Kubitarou make you too scared to sleep? Shut it. Bon called me. That journalist? What'd he say? He wants to meet at Shinza Station, right now. What a pain, just as I was about to go to bed. And why did you call me? It's obvious. I wanted to bum a ride on that bike you always talk about. Why me? It's the fastest way there. Plus, you'd be a good bodyguard. Wouldn't members of the family work? You have to be curious about Bon, too. He knew about spirits. Actually, I'm outside your place right now. Hurry up and get out here. Don't keep me waiting. Guess I don't have a choice. May as well go. Yo, long time no talk. Let's get going. Here, your payment. Amanome tosses me a canned drink like usual. Tonkatsu drink. Where do you find these nasty things? All my friends know my hobby. Some try to curry favor by sending me gifts from other places. My stomach's already full of pork. Well, you don't have to drink it now. Take your time to savor the flavor tomorrow. I want to know what you think of it. You seem uninterested. Don't even think about tossing it out without drinking it. Anyway, let's be on our way. It'd actually be funny if you could use one of those on a ghost or something, but the game doesn't have a sense of humor, I'm afraid. Amanome pops on the spare helmet and smoothly climbs on behind me. Having ridden before, he takes less time than Hazuki had. Alright, take me to Shinza Station. I drive down the empty road heading toward the center of the Shinza ward. The bright building in front of me, Moon Tower, points me in the correct direction. Shinza Station is right by it. I'm kinda sleepy. The day's fatigue plus a full stomach have made my eyelids heavy. I really should have had a cup of coffee or something before I left. My back is suddenly smacked from behind. Must be trying to keep me awake. We've known each other for so long that Amanome can just tell these things. It's been 10 years, huh? I was a mess back in those days, back before Aunt Natsumi took me in. We had no money and everything always felt like it was falling apart. All I had was anger. The only way I knew how to get rid of it was fighting. It didn't matter to me who I fought. A cop, an upperclassman, a son of the Yakuza, I picked fights with them all. Somehow in the end, that son of the Yakuza, Seiji Amanome, decided he liked me. I've always thought I probably just hit him too hard on the head. Been hanging out ever since. He fell off the bike, didn't he? Amanome and I are complete opposites. He disguises his true dark Yakuza self behind an outgoing, friendly mask, while I'm a loner musclehead who hates drawing attention to himself. Even our clothing preferences are opposites. He goes for white and I only wear black. The only thing I can figure that we share is our lack of common sense. We're both broken in some way. The low rumble of the engine echoes through the vacant business district. We're almost to Moon Tower. When we reach Shinza Station, I park my bike and we head toward the meeting spot. The place Bon picked out is a raised passageway nearby. It's packed with pedestrians during the day, but right now it's completely empty. I can see the Moon Tower rising out of the darkness when I peer through the metal fence. I had people looking into Bon, but as a guy who deals with society's underbelly, he's careful. Even I couldn't obtain his address. You almost sound happy about that. He seems to be a guy worth crushing. I wonder what he wants, though. He was surprisingly concerned about what we were doing at Yamato Shrine. Let's hope he tells us the right things. If it comes down to it, I'll just beat it out of him. Geez, so violent, Runt. You should study how adults handle things. Don't you agree, undefeated champion of the UG match, Hero Light? So you looked into me too. Your mother is a horror novelist, Natsumi Light. Or should I say foster mother. Your real mother is her older sister Satomi, who she passed away due to an illness 2 years ago. She wasn't officially married, so I couldn't find out who your father was. Are you stalking me? Hell no, this is insurance. It's to show that I know you very well. I can even let your mother know about your little part-time job. You son of a... Cool it, Hero. This passage has a security camera. We won't be able to get out of it if you hit him, and you'll end up worrying Miss Natsumi. Let me handle this. I would really like it if you didn't trouble my friend, Mr. Bond. Why are we here? I want to know why you're going after a spirit back at Yamato Shrine. I truly doubt men at your age like to dabble in the occult arts. We're not exactly against telling you, but in exchange, we'd like to know what info you have on spirits. A mutual exchange. He stays silent for a while. Then... Fine. You accepted that pretty fast. Information on ghosts doesn't put food on the table. You say that, but you seem eager. It's a grown-up matter. Anyway, hurry up and talk before I change my mind. We tell them about what we've experienced so far. Ami disappearing, Kakuya, the curse, the Urashima woman, and Kubitarou of Kintoki. Our story ends after we mention what we saw earlier tonight. Kakuya, huh? I know something of her, nothing concrete, mind you. Tell us what you know. Who is she? Hold your horses, Half-Pint. I don't look it, but I'm still a journalist. I need evidence before I share anything. Give me time to investigate. He speaks quietly but firmly. I can tell he's not dodging. Fine. But I don't have time, you gotta hurry. I'll try. But rather than focusing on Kakuya now, I'd say Kubitarou of Kintoki is the bigger problem. Aren't you going to die when the time limit expires? It won't be long until those mouths appear again, whispering death into my ears. The terrifying sensations of my skin wriggling and moving on its own. Just thinking about it makes me shudder. I'll search for info on Kubitarou as well. He's rather obscure for a spirit, though, so I'm not sure how much I can dig up. Don't expect much. Rather generous of you. I have my reasons. Besides, I'm not running a charity. This thing's gotta go both ways. You need to tell me everything you learn about spirits. And no hiding anything from me, got it? Yes, that's acceptable. Glad to see you're more understanding than expected, Mr. Bond. Hey, Amanome kid. Spirits and the Prince of Threats are different matters. I have other suspect rumors on you. I won't be generous with those. We can go into all that another time. We look forward to hearing your Kubitarou info. If my friend were to die, by my family name of Amanome, I will chase you down. What a scary brat you are, threatening an adult. Well, I'll be going now. Don't die. Bond walks off towards Shinza Station. Didn't expect him to cooperate that easily. Kakuya's interested in you, so you're a valuable source of information for him. He'll be helpful for the most part. I can't exactly say that makes me happy. Bear with it. It's thanks to his interest that you have access to info and a connection. Oh, that's right. Amanome steps aside and takes out his phone. It's me. Everyone can fall back. Thanks for your hard work. Sorry about that. What was that about? Well, if he hadn't come to see reason, I was planning to invite him to my office. An emergency measure, you understand. It's a little visible. If your guys are here, then why did I have to bring you on my bike? The minor details aren't important. Come on, I need you to take me home. Last train's already left. I end up giving Amanome a ride again. Once I drop him off in front of the office, I drive straight home. Today's left me so exhausted. Kubitarou has been updated. Taro and Jiro, Kintoki cedars, were brother cedar trees. Divine protection from lightning. Cop was looking at something. Hanged headless dog. Well beneath Kintoki Tower. Blood marks. Head to the Great Kintoki on the 15th night. I'm tired. Better freshen up first. Just a quick shower today. That was refreshing. Now I'm thirsty. I want to drink something. I open the fridge and look inside. Looks like I have a bottle of tea. That'll do. As I go to close the fridge, I remember what's tucked in my bag. Maruhashi gave me some weird manju earlier. I'd like to toss them and forget them, but I guess I'll keep them in the fridge for now. What to do while my hair dries. Not planning on going out again today. Guess I don't need to clean this just yet. Something smells. Oh, man. I'm kind of getting ready to give up on that. I chug the tea and place the empty bottle on the table. I was in the middle of a book. There it is. I pick up Secret Indiscriminate Combat Techniques. Think I'll read this for a while. Where did I leave off? Blows to the mastoid disrupt semicircular canals to confirm that your opponent's off balance. The neighbor's dogs are barking. What the hell are they barking for this late at night? Open the curtain. Yes! Do it! Damn it! It stopped, finally. What the hell was that about? I don't feel like reading anymore. May as well just go to bed. What was that? Came from the balcony. Open the curtain. Punk kids vandalizing my window. This is a weird stain. Could it be like the ones I saw from the Hiroshima woman? I'm reading too much into it. Doubt I'll be able to fall asleep right away, but I think I'll lie down anyway. I collapse on the bed and shut my eyes. I think she was screaming, open the window or something like that. Well, it wasn't really screaming, it was more like bellowing. I think back on what happened a few days ago. Strange things have been happening to me since I started looking into the Hiroshima woman rumor. If that's the case, could the thing earlier have something to do with Kubitarou of Kintoki? After everything that's happened today, I'm exhausted. Despite still being riled up, my consciousness drifts off immediately.